it's Hannah, and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you're new here. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Hannah. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out me and my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm really excited because I'm going to be showing y'all my everyday fall makeup look. So this is just a really quick and simple makeup look that I like to do every single day for the season of fall. I almost said the month of fall. Before the season of fall, now this is a makeup look that I do on most days that I am not filming a specific tutorial. I'm just going to be sitting around the house, that type of thing. So let's go ahead and get right on into this look because it's really pretty and it's really easy to achieve. Starting off, I'm going to be going into my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette. I freaking love Makeup Geek's shadows. They are so pigmented, especially the mattes. They're so blendable. So I'm going to be going into the shade Creme Brûlée because I'm only going to be using 3 eyeshadow colors in this tutorial. So I'm going to be starting out with a mid-tone shade. Now this is just going to be going into the crease, and I'm going to be using circular motions as well as back and forth motions to apply this. Using my Tarte Rainforest eyebrow eyeshadow palette, this is their Volume 3 palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Compass, which is just a really pretty gold shade, and I'm going to be applying that to my lid, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush to apply it. Now, I know a lot of people really don't like this palette because it's a full-on shimmer palette, but I actually like it because I have a ton of other palettes that I can mix and match with this, and I can make a look using and mixing different palettes. So, I mean, it's just a preference thing, but I personally don't mind it. I like the shimmers in here. They apply beautifully when wet, and I'm about to show you here in a minute just how beautiful they actually look. So let's go ahead and get into using this shade because Compass is my favorite shade out of this whole entire palette. It is so pretty, especially if you have dark brown eyes like myself. Now going into the shade Cheetah Bear, I'm just going to be taking that on that same little Urban Decay brush that we used earlier, and I'm going to be applying that to the outer half of my crease area. So what I'm going to be doing with this shade is taking just a really tiny amount of it, and I'm just going to be making kind of a sloppy V, filling it in, and then blending it out. Alright, now I'm going to be curling my eyelashes with my e.l.f. eyelash curler, and then I'm going to be applying some mascara. Today I'm going to be using the Lash Domination mascara from Bare Minerals. I like to use this whenever I'm using my false lashes because it meshes well with my false lashes, so that is why I prefer to use this mascara. Since we're doing my everyday fall glamour look, I figured we would go ahead and do my everyday false lashes as well. These are from Kiss. These are in the style rahbcity, and this is just what they look like. They're very wispy, but yet they're very natural, which is why I love them. So what I'm going to be doing is applying them with my metal eyelash applicator, and I'm going to be going into my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive Glue. A difference that false lashes make to your eye. Like, you just taste your eye looks from like 0 to 100 real quick. I just love the power of a good false eyelash. Okay, now I'm going to put a pause really quickly on the eyes, and we're going to focus on the complexion. So I'm going to use my Believe It Beauty Skin Finish Foundation today. I'm in the shade Blend, and it's a little too light for me, but it'll work once I get the rest of my makeup on. Now, the reason why I am using this foundation today is because I am trying to use this up, and not only that too, but I like the way that this looks on my skin because it's not a matte foundation. It's kind of on the hybrid of a luminous foundation and a matte foundation, so it's not too matte and it's not too glowy. It is just right on the skin, and it provides a nice medium to full coverage. For day-to-day wear, I typically like a medium coverage, and then I'll just kind of go around and conceal what I need to conceal. So that is just what I'm going to be doing today. Now I'm going into my NYX. This is their HD Studio Perfecting Concealer. I am in the shade Fair. So I really like this concealer a lot because it's kind of a light coverage concealer. I don't really feel like I need a lot of concealer on day-to-day wear. I'll really amp up the coverage whenever I am filming a, regular makeup tutorial. But this is me showing y'all my day-to-day look. So for the most part, I keep things pretty much on the down low. So what I'll do is I'll do a little dot here, a little dot there. I'll do a little bit on my forehead. I'll actually let the concealer under my eye kind of dry a little bit because that's a really good tip for making a concealer a little bit more coverageable, if that makes sense. As it kind of dries, it's kind of a little bit easier to work with under the eye, so that's why I like to do that. So I'll do a dot on my forehead, and then a dot on my chin, which technically those aren't really dots, they're kind of like blotches, but I think y'all get the gist if you are following along with me at home. And then I'll go back in with my Miracle Complexion Sponge from Real Techniques. Now really quickly, I'm going to set this concealer in place with the Tarte. This is their Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. Now, the concealer, the one thing I will say about it is that you do have to set it fairly quickly or it will start creasing on you like crazy. Which now, my concealer creases on me anyway, no matter how much powder I use, because that's just how it is. And I will say the one negative thing that I don't like about this Tarte powder is that it only has 2 tiny little holes that the powder comes out of. So you really, really have to like beat and fram on this container right here in order to get your powder out. But once I get my desired amount of powder out, what I'll do is take this little triangular brush right here. This is from Up and Up, and you can get this brand at Target. I'll just take a little bit of it and set my under eye area in place as well as the center of my forehead. Now for the eyes, I'm going into the LA Colors eyeliner. This is just in the shade White, and I'm going to be applying that to my waterline. Going back into my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Cheetah Bear, and I'm going to be running that along my lower lash line with this e.l.f. concealer brush. Going into my Essence Pure Nude highlighter, we're going to use this in a little bit on the cheeks, but for right now, I'm going to be highlighting my inner corners, and I'm going to be using this tiny little lip brush from Amazon. Now I'm going back into the Bare Minerals Lash Domination Mascara, and I'm going to be applying them to my lower lashes. Now we're going to finish up and we're going to do the rest of the face. So I'm going to be going into my Ceàte London bronzer. This is in the shade Bamboo Bronzer, and this is just what it looks like. I am trying to use this up, so that is why I am using it today. And I'm just going to be using it onto this little brush right here that I got off of eBay. Now I'm going to be using my Ludwig Plus Gold Satin Collection Rose Gold Blush, and this is just absolutely a beautiful blush that I use every single day. This is my go-to blush. It's really pretty. It has really tiny flecks of rose gold glitter in it, and it's just so pretty and satiny on the skin, which is why I love it. And to apply it, I'm just going to be using this angled blush brush. Now I'm going to be using my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. This is in the shade Be My Highlight. And I'm just going to be applying this to the high points of my cheekbones using this cheek highlight brush. Alrighty, and then last but certainly not least is lips, and then we're done. So for lips, I have been alternating between 2 different things. Sometimes I'll use my Mama Carta Beauty. This is their lip gloss, and this is in the shade Sienna, and it's just a really beautiful, wet-looking gloss. It has no glitter in it, which I really like because I don't really like glittery lip gloss. And this just has a really nice wet look to it. It is kind of a warmer nude. It's not a brown. It looks like a brown lip gloss on camera and in the tube, but it's actually a really nice warm toned brown. It's actually a really pretty color. But I just used this yesterday, and I filmed with this yesterday as well. Like, I used it, or I didn't use it, but I was wearing it in a video. So, I don't think I'm going to be using that today. What I do think I'm going to be using is my Kat Von D liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Ludwig. Now, this is a mid-tone brown, but it's a really, really pretty color. So, I think that's why I want to use it today. It is a matte liquid lipstick, so it is a matte, but it's not super drying on the lips. It feels super, super comfortable. So, I'm going to be using this today over my gloss instead. Alrighty, y'all, so that is it for this little fall everyday makeup look right here. I really hope that you all did enjoy this video. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well, because I'm here for you with new videos every Thursdays, Saturdays, and Mondays at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also give me a follow over on my social media as well, so that way you can keep up with me, you can keep tabs on me, and you can keep a lookout when I post and upload new videos. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in Monday's video. Bye, my little unicorns.